We welcome you back. Excuse me.
And take two. Give us just a moment, folks.
And boy, you can tell that we're live. There's no doubt about it now. Wet my whistle a little bit. We welcome you back to the auxiliary gym for our second live stream. This will be the 8th grade matchup between the Bryan Lady Golden Bears and the Hicksville Aces. I'm going to go right to the rosters for the game. For Bryan, number 4 is Aaliyah Schilling. Number 5 is Miley Mason. Number 14 is Abrianne Fisher. Claire Struble wears number 15. Number 21, Kelsey Thiel. Number 22 is Arella Alyanakian. Ariella Alyanakian. Number 44 is Emia Langham. And number 55, Taylor Dominique. For the Aces, number 2, McKenna Baird. Number 5 is Jennifer Kramer. Number 12, Adeline Level. Number 22, Jocelyn Baldwin. Number 31, Micah Inkrot. Number 34, Adeline Radford. Number 43, Mahala Stabler. And number 45, Devaney Mull. We'll fill in all of our underwriters as we move through our coverage. Want to thank all of them in advance. Jumping center circle, Inkrot for the Aces. She'll be facing off against Thiel for the Lady Golden Bears. 6 minutes on the clock, 6 minutes quarters on the junior high level. And tip controlled by the Aces. McKenna Baird on the wing. Bounce pass, driving in. That's Radford. Radford takes it down towards the baseline. Radford feeds it inside, and it's off the hands of Baird. It's a turnover, and we'll come back the other way. Up the floor, shot up and no good by Langham, and a whistle underneath the bucket. Out of bounds, and it'll go to the Bears. Langham, they get it in bounds. Thiel down into the corner, back to Langham. Langham's shot is up and way too long. Saved on the baseline. They get it back to Langham. Langham to Thiel. Thiel drives towards the free throw line, feeds it over to Dominique. Shot up and a long one, no good. Rebound run down by Schilling. And they'll reset the offense back into the hands of Langham and then back out on top to Thiel. Thiel over to Schilling. And I'll move it back around the other way. Langham. Shot up off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down to Inkrot. Inkrot gets the ball to Baird. She'll bring it across the half-court line. Over to Radford. Radford back to Baird. Baird drives into the paint. Bounce pass to Level. Level trying to work it inside. Gets it slapped away and taken away by Langham. Langham over to Schilling. Back to Langham. Long three, and it's good. Langham buries the three, and that's the first points of the 8th grade game. 3-0 Bryan. Baird. Level takes the shot. Goes right over the hoop. No good. Grabbed on the other side by the Lady Golden Bears. Number 15, Claire Struble. Struble gets it to Schilling. Schilling looking for some help. Drives it towards the paint, kicks it back out, back into the hands of Langham. And they'll move it inside. Struble shot up, no good. She's going to be fouled, I think, by Inkrot. Nope, that's going to be on Baird. First personal on McKenna Baird. Foul on the floor. That's one team foul for the Lady Aces. Shot up, no good. Run down by Radford. Radford over to Baird. We'll come back the other way. Baird driving in. Bounce pass down to Level. Level goes into the paint, drops it, bounces it off of her foot. It was loose on the floor. Stabler not able to scoop it up, and it winds up I think they called it a
Yep, jump ball.
jump ball.
Possession arrow gives it to the Lady
Yep.
Aces.
Inbounds to Baird. We're back underway. 3:18 to go and the clock rolling. 3-0 game. Radford, again, almost loses the dribble, gets it back to Baird. Baird drives it in, kicks it back out beyond the three-point arc to Radford again. Radford being guarded by Thiel. Gets it back to Baird. And we gotta apologize. We've got a young lady who's stomping her feet that makes our camera jump right next to us. So see if we can. We'll see if she can avoid jumping up and down and making our camera bounce all over the place. I know that she didn't.
She's little. It's okay.
We're used to it. Just want to make sure that the people watching know that we're not having an earthquake or something like that. Baird tosses it over to Radford. Radford and back to Baird with 2:33 left in the opening quarter. Shot up, no good. Inkrot taking the shot, drawing the foul. I think that was on 21, but I'm not sure. So we'll just say that's the second team foul on the Lady Bears. Inkrot's first free throw, no good. Inkrot's second. Also no good off the back of the hoop. And Lady Bears try to run it down before it goes out of bounds. They're unsuccessful, so the Aces will get the ball back. With 2:28 to go, it'll be Hicksville's ball down in the corner, side court. Inbounds to Baird. Baird holding up, letting the offense get set, looking things over. Baird driving in, pulls up. Baird bounce pass. They try to feed it down low to Inkrot. They do, and Inkrot will draw another foul. And that'll be on 15, Claire Struble. That's team foul number 3 on Bryan. And again, Micah Inkrot at the line. Misses it. She's 0 for 3 now. Inkrot misses that one too. So she's 0 for 4 from the free throw line. Rebound comes down to Langham. Langham across the timeline. Gets it to Thiel. Back to Langham. Bounce passing it inside to Mason in the game, number 5. Back out to Langham. Langham to Schilling. Thiel and then back to Langham. She'll pull the trigger from three-point land. No good, and it'll go out of bounds. Last touched, well, didn't get touched by anybody, so the shooter was the last person to touch it. Aces will inbounds the ball, and here comes McKenna Baird. The minute 40, Baird, ball loose on the floor, looking for some help. And she finally gets it out of there. Grabbed by Level, who puts up the shot, no good. Battling underneath, the ball goes up again, no good, and comes down into the hands of Dominique. Taylor Dominique gets the ball over to Langham, to Schilling, and back to Langham again. Thiel this time from just inside the three-point arc. No good. Rebound to Inkrot. Inkrot will toss the ball to Baird. And here come the Lady Aces with a minute 3 left in the opening quarter. Bounce pass. Shot up, Level shot in and out, no good. And trying to for the putback is Inkrot, and that'll be a jump ball, and the possession arrow will give that to the Lady Golden Bears. 51.2 seconds. Schilling will step out and back into the game, number 15, Struble for Bryan. And Langham will bring the ball up. Looking around, they get it in. Shot is up from Mason is no good. And that's controlled underneath the bucket by Stabler. And the Lady Aces will bring the ball the other way. Level nothing there. She'll give it back to Baird. Baird doesn't see anything. That shot is good. That's Radford for 3, and we're tied. Radford buries the 3, and it's a 3-all game. 10 seconds. Langham shot off the glass and good. It's a 5-3 game now. And Baird just launched it at the buzzer, no good. So that's the end of quarter number 1 with the Lady Aces trailing the Bryan Lady Golden Bears in the 8th grade game 5-3, our first quarter score. Take some time to say a big thank you to one of our Diamond Level underwriters. Our Diamond Level underwriters underwrite all of our Aces sports coverage across all of our platforms here at Hicksville Community Television. And they include ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio. Located in Hicksville's Industrial Park, world-class facility. You can find out more about the many solutions that they have for business and industry by checking them out online. Go to www.arcsolinc.com to see the many and really awesome, amazing things that they do right here in Hicksville, Ohio. We want to say a huge thank you to Denny Vader and the whole gang at ARC Solutions for, again, being with us for all of 2023. As a Diamond Level underwriting supporter, we cannot thank them enough. Our good friends at ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio, and online at www.arcsolinc.com. 2-point game as we get ready to get quarter number 2 up and running. And everybody's standing around talking. The officials are, let's go, come on.
Yep, Mr. Hot wants to keep this game moving.
Well, that's true, like I said. Got some Monday Night Football tonight, but not in the NFL. Inbounds to McKenna Baird, we're underway. Quickly, they feed it around. Devaney Mull in the game for the Aces. Shot up by Inkrot is no good, and it goes out of bounds. Last touched by Bryan. So again, a quick inbounds. Down in the corner, Baird got it. That's a long 2 for McKenna Baird, but we're tied at 5. Thiel kicks it back to Langham as we're with the Lady Golden Bears on the other end of the court. Back to Thiel on the wing. Long pass, and that's intercepted. Shot up, no good, and out of bounds. That was Adeline Radford with the trip up the floor. Couldn't get it to drop. Ball knocked out of bounds. It goes back to the Lady Golden Bears. Thiel to Schilling. Back to Thiel. Thiel for 3. No good. Ball comes down to Adeline Radford. Radford will toss it over to Baird. And Baird brings it across the timeline. Baird looking things over, sees level, tries to feed it into Mull, and it's deflected by Thiel, and then we're going to have a bit of a bump and run, and I think Baird might pick up her second. Yep, that'll be 2 now on McKenna Baird, and team foul number 2 on the Lady Aces. Langham gets the ball inbounds to Struble. Back, and then Thiel winds up with it. Thiel, another 3-pointer off the glass, no good, right into the hands of Devaney Mull. To Baird. Baird drives in, holds up, kicks it back. Mull thought about it, and Mull traveled. Bumped into the Bryan defender and took the little step, and that'll be a turnover back to the Lady Golden Bears. Langham brings the ball up. Over to Thiel on the wing. Thiel back to Langham. Langham looking things over. She'll back it up again. And she'll launch it back over to Thiel. She'll take the shot from just inside the three-point arc. No good. Mull grabs the board. Back to Baird, and we come back the other way. And that's going to be level, I think, with the offensive foul. Yep. Adeline level. A little too aggressive on offense there. And they'll turn it over to the Lady Golden Bears once again. Thiel to Schilling, back to Thiel. Thiel down into the corner. That's Struble. And that goes out of bounds. Courtesy of the Lady Aces. So the Bears will have the ball on the baseline. 3:51 to go in the second quarter. Quick inbounds to Dominique back into the game. Dominique, oh, they take that back. That shot was made by Langham and partially blocked out of bounds by the Lady Aces. Langham tried to get the ball in bounds once again. She gets it into Dominique. Her shot is partially blocked by Baird. Goes into the hands of Radford. Tosses it back to Baird. Now Inkrot on the baseline. Gets the bounce. Inkrot gives the Lady Aces the lead, 7-5. And now Langham will bring the ball up for Bryan. Over to Dominique. Down into the corner to Struble. Back to Dominique. Up on top to Schilling. Dominique again. Working it around the perimeter, and that'll go out of bounds. Last touched. That should be purple ball. Yeah, okay, there we go. Said that was slapped out of bounds by one of the Lady Aces defenders. And we'll have a bit of a wrestling match underneath the hoop. Field will come back into the game. And stepping out will be number 5. That's Mason. Down low to Langham. Kick it back out to Thiel. Thiel drives into the paint, tries to dish it off. That'll be on the floor, so it'll be out of bounds. Common foul. So it'll be Bryan's ball out of bounds. The Bryan coach felt that it was in the act of shooting, but the officials both disagreed. Quick hands by Level, knocks the ball loose, and it'll be a scrum and a jump ball, and that'll go to the Lady Aces on the possession arrow. So Adeline Level, quick hands, gets the jump ball turnover. 2:55 to go before halftime. And into the game, Jocelyn Baldwin. Baldwin over to Inkrot. Inkrot down low to Mull. Mull turns around, powers it up. Not enough on it, no good. Bryan grabs the board and comes back the other way. Langham down into the corner, shot up, no good. That was number 22 into the game. That's Alyana Cayenne. Alyana Cayenne. Alyana Cayenne. We're taking our best guess. If I'm saying that wrong, I apologize. I'm doing the best I can. That's what I think it would be. And several attempts and a whistle on that last play, and that's going to be a 2-shot foul, and that'll send Micah Inkrot to the line. With 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. 2-point lead for the Lady Aces. Inkrot. First free throw. No good. She'll have one more. Back into the game is Schilling for the Golden Bears as Langham will have a breather. Inkrot gets the bounce. The second one is good. 3 points for her. That makes it an 8-5 game. Thiel with the ball for Bryan. Down into the corner. Driving baseline. And I'll have a whistle there. And I think that's going to be on Inkrot. To be team foul number 5. Schilling, long inbounds to Struble. Stolen away, breakaway, level, and she travels. Pulled up and tried to let the rest of her team catch up to her, and when you're going that fast and try to stop cold, you shift that foot a little bit, and you'll get the travel call. Back into the game, number 5, Miley Mason for Bryan. As we go under 2 minutes left in the first half. Struble to Mason, over to Dominique on the wing. Now to Thiel. Thiel from 3. Point land, no good. Put back, no good. Rebound comes down to Inkrot. Inkrot gets it to Level. Level with the breakaway. Puts it up and gets the roll. Adeline Level with a bucket to make it 10-5. And here come the Lady Golden Bears with a minute and a half left in this first half. Thiel to Schilling. She'll kick it out to Mason. Now back to Struble. Shot up, no good. Rebound by Mull. Mull over to Radford. Radford on the wing. She'll pull the trigger. In and out, no good. Dominique gets the rebound over to Thiel, and here come the Lady Golden Bears. Under a minute now. Ball out of bounds. That'll go to the Aces with 57 seconds left in the half. Ball inbounds to Baldwin. Baldwin. Ball slapped away loose on the floor. Mull kicks it out of there. And that's Schilling. Schilling down low to Mason. Mason, nothing there. Dominique at 3-point range. And then she tosses it over to Struble, who puts up a shot, no good. Radford grabs it for the Lady Aces with 28 seconds. Radford runs into some trouble out of bounds. Should stay with the Lady Aces on the far side with 24.4 seconds left in the half. Into Baldwin. Baldwin across the timeline. Baldwin taking it down. Feeds it inside. No good. It was off the hands of Mull, and it's another turnover. Come back the other way with the Lady Golden Bears. Dominique with the ball to Thiel for 3. No good. Mull grabs the rebound. With 2 seconds, Mull, long shot, a little off, and no good. So that's the end of the first half of action here in this 8th grade girls basketball game. And at halftime, it's the homestanding Lady Aces leading the Lady Golden Bears of Bryan 10-5, our halftime score. Do some quick tabulations here, won't take long. So we can give you some unofficial scoring before we get the second half coverage underway. And we'll take some time here as well to say another big thank you to another one of our Diamond Level underwriting supporters, and that's the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Hey, if you're in the market for a vehicle, whether you want one that is brand new, pre-owned, car, truck, van, or SUV, check out the great selection they have on the lots, or you can check out the entire dealer inventory online anytime at jimschmidtauto.com. Remember, it's all about service before, during, and after the sale at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. We want to thank them so very much for their continued underwriting support of our Aces Sports broadcasts. Another diamond level underwriter for all of 2023. Remember, anytime you see Aces Sports action on Hicksville Community Television, they're the ones that help make it possible. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. And we also want to say a big thank you to our gold level underwriting supporter and underwrite all of our Aces basketball broadcasts here on Hicksville Community Television. And that's the Subway of Hicksville, Ohio. Subway of Hicksville, where Al and the gang say, "Go Lady Aces." It's a great place to eat fresh and refresh. And download the app to your mobile device to take advantage of great in-app specials as well as mobile ordering. They can have your food ready for you. You can just run in and pick it up, or they've got curbside pickup available as well. We want to thank them so very much for their continued support. They're proud sponsors of the Subway Player of the Game Award that we give out to one of the Aces basketball players at the end of every boys and girls varsity basketball game we cover here on Hicksville Community Television. So again, a big, huge thank you to Subway of Hicksville, a great place to stop before the game, after the game, or anytime. Subway of Hicksville, Ohio. Again, we've reached halftime of the 8th grade game here at the Auxiliary Gymnasium tonight, and at the half, it's the homestanding Lady Aces leading the Lady Golden Bears of Bryan by 5, 10-5, our halftime score. We'll take a break, but don't go anywhere. Kate and I will be back, and we'll have all the exciting second half play-by-play coming your way right here on HIX-TV. And, of course, we'll keep the live stream going here. As we have, Kate is my daughter, so when I say this, I don't want anybody going ooh when I say this. I said we have this one really large bottle of soda and we're sharing it. So I was just going to say, you grabbed the soda bottle before I did, and I was like, if people aren't aware that you're my daughter, they'll be like, oh my gosh, what are they doing sharing a soda?
No,
in this day and age of flu and COVID and
no, we've been sharing germs for 25 years now.
So anyhow, I do want to thank Kate very much for giving up a portion of her Monday afternoon helping me out today. She used to do a lot of volunteering for HIX-TV back when she was a student here at Hicksville, but had to go into semi-retirement. These things like jobs and stuff like that will kind of like eat into your time sometimes. So, but I do really appreciate her being able to help us out tonight. Good to have somebody like that as a last-minute reserve if we need it.
And it's fun. It's fun to be back. I have had a pretty good time doing the junior high girls tonight.
Yeah, like I said, you get to walk around and see how the old schoolhouse looks. It's a busy week, too, here at Hicksville Community Television. If you are just joining us, first off, if our first game here tonight went to Bryan, the 7th grade game. It was a 2-point game. Bryan beating the Aces 26-24. And, of course, a 5-point lead here at halftime in the 8th grade game. But as I was mentioning, a lot of live streaming going on this week here on Hicksville Community Television. We've got more junior high basketball coming your way tomorrow afternoon. On Tuesday, it'll be the boys, and it'll be the first time that we've been here to live stream boys junior high basketball action in the 2022-2023 season. So we'll look forward to that. And again, 2 live streams coming your way on Tuesday, starting with just before 5 o'clock, the 5 o'clock tip-off for the 7th graders. Myself and I believe Christopher Warner will be with me operating the camera for those 2 contests. We have a live stream coming your way on Wednesday as well, a couple of them actually, neither of them sports related, and both of the Wednesday live streams will be coming to you on the Hicksville Community Television Facebook page rather than here on the YouTube channel. First up, our usual weekly live update about what's happening here at Hicksville Community Television at 4 o'clock. And then on Wednesday, the school board is meeting. Normally they meet on the third Monday But for this month of January, they moved their schedule around. So the school board meeting for this month will be coming up this week on Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. And again, we will have that live stream for you on the Hicksville Community Television Facebook page. On Thursday, it's girls basketball action on in the main gymnasium. The crew for that night is going to be myself, Jim Seiler, and Chris Warner. And we'll have both the junior varsity and the varsity girls games against the Ayersville Lady Pilots for you on Thursday night. On Friday, we'll have a live stream from here at the school during the school day. It's the first of the many house assemblies that will go on in 2023. This one is for the high school grades 9 through 12. It gets underway at about 2:20 or so in the afternoon, and Chris Warner will be live streaming that for you on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. And then Saturday, we've got more girls basketball action. It's going to be a quick one, though, on Saturday. The Lincoln View Lancers are coming to Hicksville to take on the Lady Aces, but it's just the varsity team. So it'll be one game only, varsity only. On Saturday, they'll tip it off at 12 noon, and we'll have the coverage for you right here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. And again, if you are watching us, whether you are watching us following the Lady Golden Bears of Bryan or the Lady Aces, or if you just came across us going, hey, this looks interesting, I'm going to check it out. If you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to the HIX-TV YouTube channel. We'd love to have you. That's a great way to keep up to date with all that we do. You can click the bell for notifications, and you'll be the first to know whenever we schedule a live stream or whenever we post new programs to our YouTube Video on Demand library. You will be made aware of it. So for the many who have already subscribed, we thank you so very much. And again, if you haven't already done so, consider it. We'd really, really appreciate your subscribing to our channel.
While you are at it, I will take a moment and let you know the YouTube things. Subscribe, click that. Click the like button, ring the bell for notifications. That way you will get a notification every single time HIX-TV posts. You'll be the first people to see what we're posting. Every like helps us move up in our metrics as well, so that more people might see our work and get to experience more of what HIX-TV has to offer.
Yep. So, again, lots of good reasons to subscribe. We welcome you back to the auxiliary gym as we get ready to get the second half underway. And before we get to the unofficial scores, I want to say another big thank you to another one of our Diamond Level underwriting supporters, and that's APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, located in Hicksville's Industrial Park, a world-class facility offering robotic packing and palleting solutions, arc welding, powder coating, and more. And they're looking to add to their team. You can go to www.aptmfg.com/careers to see a full listing of all the opportunities that they have available. And you can also fill out an application, upload your resume. They'd love to hear from you, and maybe you can become a part of the APT Manufacturing Solutions family. Can't think of a better place to work, unless maybe it's HIX-TV, but I don't know. We don't have air conditioning and all that good, But anyway, I want to thank Tony Niswander and all of the gang over in Industrial Park at APT Manufacturing Solutions for their continued diamond level underwriting support. Our good friends, APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, and online at www.aptmfg.com/careers. Real quick, unofficial scoring first half. It was Amaya Langham with a 3 and a 2, and that accounts for the 5 points on the scoreboard for the Lady Golden Bears. 10 points for the Lady Aces. That was McKenna Baird with a bucket and 2. Adeline Level, bucket and 2. Micah Inkrot with a bucket and a free throw for 3. And Adeline Radford with a three-pointer for 3. And there you have it, 10-5. Buzzer sounds. Put 6 minutes on the game clock. It'll be Bryan's ball to inbounds. They'll have it first to get the third quarter underway. Bill Murphy, Kate Murphy, your broadcast crew here on Hicksville Community Television's HIX-TV YouTube channel. Glad to have you with us. We're underway. Langham with the ball for the Lady Golden Bears. Guarded by Level. Bounce pass over to Thiel. Thiel, long cross-court pass back to Langham. She'll do the jump shot off the back of the rim, no good. Inkrot grabs the rebound. She's battling for it. Tosses it over to Baird. Thiel was giving her all kinds of grief on defense there. Baird into the paint, kicks it back out to Radford, up no good. And that'll be a whistle, and I think that'll be one on Inkrot. Yep. Inkrot gets another one, and that'll be team foul number 1 on the Lady Aces for this second half. Amaya Langham tosses it over to Thiel, being guarded by Baird, excuse me. Lady Aces, Lady Golden Bears work it around the perimeter. Down the corner, Dominique from just inside the three-point arc. No good. Schilling grabs the board. Gets it back to Thiel. Thiel then over to Langham. Langham guarded by a level. She'll get it down to Dominique in the corner. Inside to Thiel. Thiel puts it up off glass and good. Kelsey Thiel, her first bucket of the night, and it's a 10-7 game. It cuts the Lady Aces lead to 3. Radford gets it to Baird. Baird a little too much on it, no good. Ball loose on the floor. Scooped up. Feeds it down low to Thiel, puts it up, no good. Out of bounds. To Bryan. Langham. Into Thiel. Thiel from just inside the three-point circle. No good. Out of bounds, and that'll go to the Aces, I believe. Or no, it's going to be a foul on one of the Aces. Okay. That'll be on number 34, Radford. And that's team foul number 2 on Hicksville in this second half. Golden Bears with the inbounds. Langham launches it in. Quick shot up, no good. And that one out of bounds. It should stay with Bryan. With 4:11 to go in the third quarter. So the Lady Golden Bears will get another shot at it here. Langham looking things over. Langham bounce passes it inside to Struble. Struble to Schilling. Back to Langham on the wing. Langham drives baseline. Nothing there. Cut off by Radford. They'll move it back out on top. Struble to Thiel. Thiel kicks it out to Dominique from the corner. That one no good. Battling for the rebound is Inkrot, and that's going to be on. I think they gave that one to Struble. Team foul number 1 on the Lady Golden Bears. Inbounds to Baird, to Inkrot, quickly down the floor, back to Inkrot, to Baird. Baird shot, too long. 3 Lady Aces battling for the rebound, and Dominique comes up with it. Dominique, cross court over to Schilling, back to Langham, and to Thiel. Dominique in the corner now. Back out on top to Langham. And back to Dominique. Ball knocked loose. Down to Thiel. Thiel being guarded by Radford. Get it set out to Struble. To Langham. Her shot is good. It's a long 2 for Amaya Langham. And it's a 1-point game now, 10-9. That one out of bounds, and it's going to go back to the Lady Golden Bears. Off the hands of Inkrot and out of bounds. $10-9 now with 2:55 left in this third quarter. Past the halfway point. Dominique down in the corner. Back to Langham, to Thiel, top of the key. Thiel moves it over to Schilling. She'll pull the trigger, no good. Rebound, grabbed by Struble to Dominique. She'll put up the shot, no good. And the Lady Golden Bears get the rebound once again. Langham outside the three-point arc, bounce pass inside to Schilling. And that one's taken away by Level. Level down the floor, pull-up jumper, no good. And Langham grabs the rebound and comes right back in the other direction. coast to coast and out of bounds. So Aces will get the ball back. Bryan fans not happy about that call. Baird in a double team gets it to Inkrot. Inkrot down in the corner to Radford, puts it up and good. Radford, that's the first points for the Lady Aces in this second half. Makes it a 12-9 game, back to a 3-point margin. Rebound to Stabler after the missed shot. She'll get it to Baird. Baird quickly up the floor. Baird, bounce pass. Now to the hands of Radford from inside the three-point arc. No good. Loose on the floor. Jump ball, and it'll go to the Aces. Quick substitution into the game. Number 5, Miley Mason, and Dominique will step out for Bryan. Minute 45 to go in the third. Inbounds. Radford gets it to Baird. Baird drives into the paint, puts it up, doesn't get the bounce. Inkrot with the board. Inkrot loose on the floor. She tried to get it to level, and we'll have another jump ball. That'll go to the Bryan Golden Bears. Get a little wild and woolly out on the floor there. Minute 29 to go in quarter number 3. Here comes Kelsey Thiel bringing the ball up for Bryan. Thiel bounce passes it down into the corner to Schilling. Right back to Thiel. Up top, that's Langham pulling the triple. Yes, she hits it. Langham sinks the 3, and we're tied at 12. Inkrot. Back to Inkrot. And she traveled. Tossed the ball to Stabler. Stabler fed it right back to Micah, and Micah takes the extra step. So with 1:04, it goes back into the hands of the Lady Golden Bears of Bryan. Under a minute now. Schilling on the wing. Struble. Move it around. It comes back into the hands of Langham. Now to Thiel. And back to Langham. She'll throw another 3 up. No good. Radford grabs that one quickly to Baird. Baird across midcourt. She'll hold up. Down to Inkrot. Inkrot drives in. Gets the bucket. Draws the foul. Inkrot makes it a 14-12 game. And she'll get the free throw to see if she can complete the three-point play with 36.4 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Her shot off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound, though, grabbed by Radford. Radford in a double team, trying to clear it out of there. Radford gets it away to Baird. Baird reverses. Baird looking for some help. Bounce pass to Inkrot, who puts up the shot. No good. And she'll be fouled. I think that one's going to be on Langham. And 2 more for Micah Inkrot. First one, no good. She's not had a good night at the free throw line tonight.
Nope, she has been pretty cold.
18.3 seconds. Inkrot gets one more. And misses that one too. Down at the baseline, but trapped in a double team. Ball being jockeyed around. Lady Aces hang on to it. Level kicks it back out. Now to Baird. Baird. Pull-up jumper just a little bit short. Put back by Level just a little bit short. Level steals it away from Taylor Dominique at the buzzer, and that's the end of the third quarter. So it's a 2-point game after 3. The Lady Aces leading the Golden Bears of Bryan 14-12 in the 8th grade game. Well, at this break, we'll say a thank you once again to the Hicksville Pharmacy, another one of our diamond level underwriting supporters, the Hicksville Pharmacy. They're your good neighbor pharmacy, located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. The Myers family, they have a full service pharmacy for you and your family's pharmaceutical needs. They also have medical equipment, supplies, over-the-counter medications, and more. Gifts and sundries, greeting cards, Ohio State, Michigan paraphernalia, candles, snacks. It's just a fun place to go and browse around. It should be part of your itinerary anytime you plan a day down in downtown Hicksville. They would love to see you. And hey, if you want to get if you need a COVID booster, flu shot, if you have any questions about anything, they'd be happy to help you out. Feel free to give them a call at 419-542-6218. Again, they're your good neighbor pharmacy, located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. Our good friends at the Hicksville Pharmacy. Oh, buzzer sounds, and we'll get ready for the fourth quarter. 6 minutes left in regulation, a 2-point game with the Aces on top, 14-12. It was a 2-point game in the 7th grade contest earlier tonight. That went to Bryan. I think it was 26-24. I should know. I called the game. Yeah, 26-24. Aces with the ball to get things started. Inkrot gets it into Baird, and we're underway. And travel. Turnover. So Bryan will get the ball back pretty quickly. Only burned 7 seconds off the clock. Amaya Langham with the ball. Over to Thiel. She'll pull the trigger. No good. Comes down. Grabbed by Radford. Radford gets it to Baird. Baird across midcourt. Baird pulls up. Gets it down in the corner to Inkrot. Her shot is up too much on it. Over the hoop. No good. Grabbed by Langham, and back the other way we go. Langham going coast to coast. Lays it up and in. Langham ties it at 14 all. Baird, they quickly feed it down to Mull. Mull up, and it's just short. Taylor Dominique grabs the ball for Bryan. Dominique bounce pass over to Thiel. Over to Langham. Langham drives up, and the ball bounces loose. Level grabs it for the Lady Aces. Level over to Baird, all alone under the hoop, up and in. Baird makes it a 16-14 game as the Lady Aces retake the lead with 4:42 to go in regulation. Cross court to Schilling. Schilling to Langham. Down to Thiel. Thiel puts it up off the glass and good. And we're back to a tie game, 16 all. Baird. And that's going to be on Dominique. Team foul number 3 now. On the Lady Golden Bears, and some substitutions into the game. Number 15 back in, that's Struble. And number 14 into the game, that's Fisher. Shot no good. Langham down into the corner, and it's knocked loose by Inkrot, and it's knocked loose from her. Rolling on the floor. Scooped up by Struble. And that's going to go across the timeline. It'll be an over and back, and they'll turn it over to the Lady Aces with 4:08 to go in our contest. Inkrot to Level. Level kicks it out. Shot up by Radford is off the rim, no good. Level grabs it, gets it into Mull. Mull, turnaround, puts it up, and good. Devaney Mull with a bucket to make it 18-16. Fisher gets it over to Thiel. Long pass to Langham. Langham back to Fisher. And that's going to be a foul on Inkrot. Inkrot gets team foul number 3 for the Lady Aces. I think that's her 3rd personal foul. individually. Langham, guarded by Mull, puts it up. No good off the bottom of the backboard. Mull grabs it, and Mull's going to be fouled.
They're saying number 44. Hector.
Yep. So Langham will pick up the personal foul there. That'll be team foul number 5 on the Golden Bears. And the Aces will have the ball out of bounds on the baseline. Bounce pass into Baird. Baird quickly up the floor. Baird driving baseline. Kicks it back out. Mull for 3. Doesn't get it, and it's knocked out of bounds. And they're going to say last touch by Thiel. So the Aces will retain possession with 3:20 to go in regulation, up by 2, 18-16. Baird quickly into Radford. Radford bounce passes it down to Mull. Mull, one dribble and traveled. Dribbled and then took a step and then went to take the shot. So here comes Thiel, Kelsey Thiel down to Fisher, back to Thiel. Move it around, Schilling for 3. No good. Rebound. Aces on the baseline. It comes into the hands of Baird. Baird quickly up the floor. Baird bounce pass to Mull. Mull looking to get the shot off, nothing there. Inkrot now back to Baird on the wing. Baird. And a timeout called. Baird was getting close to getting a time call. Timeout on the floor. 2:42 left in regulation. Lady Aces with a 2-point lead here in the 8th grade game, 18-16. Right now, the Lady Golden Bears have 5 team fouls that have been assessed to them in this second half, 3 for the Lady Aces. Bill and Kate, glad to have you with us. We've had a couple of exciting games here tonight. Again, it's the junior high level, so you're not going to see quite the level of performance that you will when you're watching varsity action, obviously. But it's been a hard-fought and fun contest in both these games. Again, the 7th grade game was only a 2-point game, 26-24, going to the Lady Golden Bears of Bryan. And here we are in the 8th grade game with under 3 minutes to go past the halfway point of this 4th quarter. And again, it's a 2-point game. So we'll see what's going to happen here. They sound the warning buzzer. The Aces break huddle. And here come the Lady Golden Bears. It'll be Hicksville's ball out of bounds on the baseline when play resumes. Inbounds to Mull. She's looking for some help. Inkrot now to Baird. Baird thinks about the 3, decides against it. Baird reverses her course. Being guarded closely. Bounce pass inside. Stolen away by the Lady Golden Bears. And then we're going to have a tie-up, and that'll be a jump ball that'll stay with Bryan. Amaya Langham back into the game for Bryan, stepping out. Schilling. Langham's going to handle the inbounds. Looking. Gets it in, and that's going to be another jump ball. And that'll be the Aces this time with 2:18. So Inkrot will get ready to handle the inbounds chores. Some pressure coming up from the Lady Golden Bears. She gets it in to Level. Level tosses it over to Mull. And back to Inkrot. Loose on the floor. Level scoops it back up. Level drives into the paint. Now to Baird. Baird going baseline. Puts it up and gets it. Baird hits the bucket. She'll go to the line to see if she can complete the 3-point play. 2016 Aces up by 4 now, making it a 2-possession game. And Taylor Dominique back in for Bryan as Miley Mason will sit down for a breather. Baird gets it. Baird hits the free throw. It's 21-16. It's a 5-point contest as we go under 2 minutes in regulation. Fisher to Langham. Over to Thiel for three. Three no good. And a battle for the rebound between Mull and Fisher will go to the Bryan Golden Bears on the possession arrow. And the Bryan bench calls a timeout with 1:49 to go in regulation. So with the pickup of the foul that led to Baird's free throw, that was team foul number 6 for Bryan. So the next infraction committed by the Golden Bears will put the Lady Aces into the bonus for the remainder of the game. We'll wrap this one up and we'll pack up and head on out of here for the evening, and we'll look forward to talking to you again from right here on the top row center court of the bleachers tomorrow with boys junior high basketball action here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. Might have to stop and see about taking out a small loan to be able to afford to feed Warner.
See, all I cost is pizza.
I know. We're ready to get back into action. Thiel to Dominique. To Langham down in the corner. Langham's jumper, no good. And Radford gets into a wrestling match with Struble. And that'll be Ace's ball on the possession arrow. Ainkrot to Baird. Baird manages to avoid Thiel. Bounce pass to Radford. Her shot up and good. Adeline Radford hits it from the corner just inside the three-point arc to make it 23-16. Thiel to Fisher. Fisher drives in, kicks it back out to Struble, and then back to Thiel. Thiel puts one up, no good. That one comes down to Radford, and Radford is going to be fouled by Dominique, I believe. And if that's the case, that'll be team foul number 7. It is. And we'll head down to the other end to shoot some free throws. With 1:10, it's 1-1 for the remainder of the game. Well, 1-1 for the next few fouls, but yeah, it's the bonus for the Lady Aces. And at the line shooting 1-1 will be Adeline Radford. Radford's first one is good. 8 points now for Adeline, unofficially. Makes it 24-16. She'll have one more. And that one's in and out, no good. Rebound comes down to Struble for the Lady Golden Bears. They're down by 8. Three-pointer from Langham is no good. And travel. Poor Ainkrot got the rebound and was knocked over. She fell over and got the travel call.
Rolled, yup.
And we're going to have another timeout now with 59 seconds called by the Bryan bench. It's 24-16. Again, it's an 8-point deficit with 59 seconds to go in regulation for the Golden Bears. So they'll have to really have the gears turning in their brains to figure out a good strategy to try to be able to pick up 8 points in under a minute. Aces are huddling up too, and I'm sure that they'll be working on a way to try to make it as difficult as possible for Bryan to get the ball inbounds to begin with and try to hold them. The Aces, of course, have got a lot of fouls they can give. They've only committed 3 team fouls here in this second half, so They got 3 that they can give before they put the Bryan squad into the bonus. Inbounds, knocked away, but scooped up by Thiel, who pulls the trigger from three-point land. And Dominique gets it before it goes across, and then Langham for 3. And they'll let that one just bounce out of bounds. It'll be Ace's ball with 45.5 seconds to go in regulation. A lot of pressure going to be put on by the Golden Bears. They want to get that basketball back. They get it into Baird. Baird triple team. Baird Hall launches it to Radford. Radford puts it up and in down at the baseline.
Ace is up by 10.
Thiel over to Langham. Down the corner, that's Schilling. And then Dominique from just inside the three-point arc. Ball loose on the floor. Grabbed by Mull to Baird. Baird can slow it down a little bit. Gets it to Radford. Radford to Mull. Mull to Baird with 11. Under 10 now. And they're going to just be able to bounce out, and that's all she wrote. Final seconds are going to tick away, and it's going to be a 10-point victory for the Lady Aces, 26-16, the final score. And I got to add up a few lines here real quickly. And we'll be able to pass along unofficial scoring for the game. Let's begin with the Lady Golden Bears on the short end of the scoreboard. Their 16 points are all attributed to just 2 players tonight. Kelsey Thiel had a couple of buckets, both of them in the second half for 4 points. And it was Amaya Langham leading the way, leading all scorers tonight in the losing cause. Langham had 2 threes and 3 twos for a total of 12 points this evening. For the Lady Aces, the winners tonight, it was this way. Adeline Level with a bucket for 2, and also 2 points for Devaney Mull with a bucket in the second half. It was 5 points for Inkrot. Inkrot had 2 buckets and a free throw for her 5 this evening. McKenna Baird, she had a bucket in the first half, 2 more buckets in the second half, and a free throw to finish the night with 7. And leading scorer and the only ace in double figures tonight was Adeline Radford. Radford with a 3 in the first half. She followed that with 3 twos and a free throw in the second half to finish the night with 10 points to her credit. So the Lady Aces winners, and again, it makes for a split tonight. The Bryan team won the 7th grade game, and Hicksville takes the nightcap. We want to thank all of our underwriters for making our coverage possible here on HIX-TV's YouTube channel this evening. They include our 4 diamond-level underwriting supporters, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, and online at www.aptmfg.com/careers. The Hicksville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy in downtown Hicksville, Ohio. Call 419-542-6218 for information on COVID boosters, flu shots, and more. And our good friends at ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio. Also online at www.arcsolinc.com. And thanks to our gold level underwriting supporter, Subway of Hicksville, proud sponsors of the Subway Player of the Game Award. Want to thank all of them. Also want to say a big thank you to the Hicksville Junior High Athletic Department for again giving us our space and allowing us to be here with the live stream coverage of the action this afternoon. And thanks to all of you for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the coverage on Hicksville Community Television this afternoon. So with that, we're going to wrap things up. Once again, final scores in the 7th grade game, it was Bryan defeating Hicksville 26-24. And in the nightcap, the 8th grade contest, it's the Lady Aces defeating the Lady Golden Bears 26-16, the final. So with that, we're going to wrap things up. And until we talk to you tomorrow, just before 5 o'clock, from right here in the auxiliary gym with boys junior high basketball action. For Kate Murphy operating the iPad Pro camera, I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, wishing all of you a very good night